Hi everyone, it's Whitney. I am back with another yoga video for my YouTube channel. It is super rainy and cold and gross here today in California. Actually, it's been that way for the last like 3 weeks. But anyway, I am feeling like really warming myself up, and we're gonna do that with a nice strong power vinyasa. So I hope you enjoy. We're going to start off in our ever so familiar child's pose. Go ahead and separate the knees wide, sink the hips to the heels, forehead to the mat. And let's start to connect to our breath, taking a nice deep inhale, dragging out that exhale, sending it through the body. This is where we're going to wake up our lungs and connect our breath to our body. So deep inhale, fill the lungs. Exhale. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and seal off those lips. Breathing in and out through the nose through the rest of class until we release our Ujjayi breath at the very end. Let's take one more breath here. And we'll shift up to tabletop. Let's go ahead and take cat-cow to wake the spine. Inhale, arch the back, and an exhale to round. Staying with that strong breath, connection, audible quality. One more inhale, and exhale, round. Returning to neutral spine, let's tap into the core, extend the right arm forward and send that left leg back. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and soften the knee, reach back with that right hand, grab for the foot, taking the bind, working our balance, our core, staying here for one more breath, and releasing out of that. Release the hand, release the knee, send that left arm forward, right leg goes back. First tapping into the core, really feeling solid here, feeling very centered. For 3, 2, 1, bend the back knee, reach the hand back, and take your bind, gently kicking into the hand, arching the back, opening that left shoulder. One more breath, and reversing out of that. Go ahead and tuck the toes, lift the hips, sitting yourself into your first downward facing dog. Go ahead and walk the dog, pump those heels up and down a couple of times, bend the knees. This is a great time to take note of how you're feeling today. Every day is different in this practice. Make sure to always honor your body and your boundaries based on how you're feeling. Makes you very present in your practice. One more breath here. Oh, I'm actually feeling pretty good today. So first, let's go ahead and send the right leg up towards the sky. Roll that hip open at the top, soften the knee. Check those shoulders, make sure you're not collapsing the shoulders. And if you'd like to flip the dog, go and release that right foot to the mat. Send those hips high, arch the back. Release the head, and begin to reverse out of that side. And release that right leg down, left leg goes up, open the hip at the top, soften the knee, and flipping the dog, if you did so on the other side. Arch the back. Nice inhale, exhale. And we'll reverse carefully, and release. Back to downward facing dog. We're going to warm up and wake up our shoulders and our core. I did this in my last sculpt video. All we're going to do is transition from down dog to high plank. So begin to roll forward, stack those shoulders over the wrist, readjust your stance slightly if you need to, and then shift back and connect to your breath. Inhale, high plank, and exhale, back. Let's do one more, then we're going to add on. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, back. Now Now, as you shift into high plank, we're gonna add in a tricep push-up. So elbows stay next to the sides as you lower your chest. And exhale back. All right, here we go. Tricep push-up. Exhale back. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, high plank, tricep push-up. Exhale back, downward dog. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale, last one. Inhale. And back to down dog. You're okay, babe. Deep inhale, exhale here. We're gonna lower our forearms to the mat. We're just gonna take a variation of down dog. Forearms down, but keep those elbows in tight to that shoulder distance. Okay, now walk the toes in just a little bit. Just getting a really different sensation here through the arms, the back, the legs. This is also our prep going into a forearm stand. We're not going to do that yet, but you probably get the idea of what this is leading to later on in the practice if I remember. 1 more breath here. And then come back to downward dog. And let's go ahead and drop those knees down. Sink the hips here just to give our shoulders a rest for 1 deep breath. Great time to calm the mind, refocus, and we'll begin our flow. Go ahead and make your way back to downward dog and just walk those feet forward to meet those hands. Roll up to mountain Tadasana. And let's inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place the palms, step or float back, chaturanga. There's that tricep push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. 1 breath here. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, step or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, dive up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, place the palms, step or float back. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, step or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, dive up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Place the palms, step or float. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Find that breath. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, step or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, dive up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Place the palms, step or float. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, exhale, let it go. Couple more. Sun A's. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, step or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Dive up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Place the palms, step or float. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. 1 more. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, step or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, dive up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Place the palms, step or float. Chaturanga. I knew that was going to happen. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Oh, let's take 2 breaths here just to calm the mind. Reconnect. 1 more inhale, exhale. Straighten out my mat while I do so. All right. Go ahead and inhale, lift those heels, bend the knees, step or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, chair pose. Sink the hips, knees stay glued together. Here we are, chair. Weight is in the heels, belly button is pulling in towards the spine. Shoulders are softening down the back. Arms are strong. Lots of energy here. For 3, 2, 1. Listen closely. Hands come to the heart center. Send the right leg back. crescent lunge. Knee stacks over that ankle. From here, we're going to go into a warrior three. Hands stay at the heart center. So begin to shift forward. Come onto that left leg for some balance. Keep that right hip squared off towards the mat, and we'll transition into a half moon for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reversing back through warrior three, crescent lunge. Hands at heart center, step that right foot back. Here we are for the twist. Hook the elbow on the outer edge of that left knee. Twist open. Gaze goes up past those fingertips. Nice breath here. Release out of the twist, bend the back heel down. Warrior two. Gonna readjust. Keep that knee over the ankle. Holding, reversing our warrior. Open that left side, right into side angle. Right arm opens, add in a half bind or a full bind. We're gonna do a second set of this. So if you wanna take the half bind first, that's my suggestion, and then deepen into the full bind on the second half. One more breath. Release the bind, place those palms, step on back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, exhale, downward dog. We're about to have a meltdown because my daughter's fire just died. So we'll see how this goes. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, step or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, chair pose. Knees together, weight in those heels. Toes nice and light. Belly button into the spine. Arms are lit up. One more breath. Hands come to the heart center. Let's step the left foot back. Here we are, crescent lunge legs, prepping for our warrior three. Come onto that right leg. Start off with that left hip squared off. Hands stay at the heart. And then transition into your half moon. Go and place those right fingertips onto the mat. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try to reverse back. Go and soften that knee as you do so to your warrior three, hip square. Place that left foot down and take your crescent lunge twist. You're already right in the position for it. Hook the elbow, begin to open those arms. Locking it in here for one breath. Carefully reverse, bend the back heel down, warrior two. Knee over ankle. Deepen into that lunge and reverse warrior. Open that right side body. And progress into side angle. Elbow to the knee. And we'll go ahead and take our half bind or full bind if you did so on the other side. Remember, there's that second set that's coming if you want to stick with the half bind here. 3, 2, 1. Reverse carefully. Place the hands, step on back, and chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. And let's take a nice deep inhale, exhale as we prepare ourselves for second set. There'll be a couple more add-ons on this second set. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, step or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, chair pose. Sit low. All right, we're gonna start off with a twisting chair. Hands to the heart center. Inhale, prepare the spine. Exhale, twist to the right. Hook the elbow. Open the arms. One breath. Bring those hands back to heart center. Step the right foot back. Crescent lunge. And shift forward, warrior three. Square off that hip. Half moon. Lock it in. If you'd like to take a bind with the half moon, reach back, grab for that foot. Begin to gently kick into the hand, opening that right shoulder. Arching the back for 3, 2, 1. We are reversing step by step. And back to warrior. Woo! Crescent lunge. Oh my gosh, this elephant is going to kill me. Go ahead and open up those arms and reverse warrior. Right into our side angle, half bind or full bind. If you are taking the full bind option, Bird of Paradise is right here. If you're wanting to try it. Oh, I haven't done this for a long, long time. So we'll see how it goes. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Birds making your way down. Returning back to that side angle. Release the bind, place the palm, step on back. We're going to take a side plank. Right palm down, left arm opens. Extend any way that you are wanting to. For 3, 2, 1, and release. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. One more side to go. You've got this. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, step or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, chair pose. Here we are. You can get through this physically and mentally. I'm right here with you. One more breath. So we go into our twisting chair, hands to the heart. Inhale, prepare the spine, twist to the left, hook the elbow, fly those arms open. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Return the hands to heart center, stepping the left foot back this time, shifting forward into warrior 3 and half moon. Woo, find that balance, ground through the standing foot, adding in that bind. If you'd like to grab for the foot, gently kick into the hand, holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reversing step by step. All right, making your way back to crescent lunge for our twist. Prepare, twist, fly those arms open. Half bind, full bind. And binds, go ahead and release. Spin the back heel down. Windmill the arms to warrior 2 and reverse warrior. Right into side angle. And again, half bind, full bind. If you take the full bind option, you have that Bird of Paradise add-on. Step the back foot in. Make your way up to standing. And then at the top, you kick, holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Birds, make your way down. Binds, go ahead and release. Place the palms, step on back. One last move here, side plank. Left palm down, right arm opens. Find your balance first, and then add on any way that you'd like to. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. And a nice deep cleansing breath here. Inhale. Let that exhale go. Couple more breaths. Right, if you remember our prep at the beginning of class, we're going to drop down to those forearms. You knew it was coming, so here it is. We are going to practice kicking one foot up at a time into this forearm balance. If this is something you're completely not familiar with, just stay right here in this forearm downward dog prep. Continuing to walk those toes in little by little, just to get those hips nice and high. The higher the hips are over the shoulders, the less amount of kick or adjustment you have to do to lock you into that forearm stand. So it's just a little tip there. If you'd like to just try to lift one leg up, see what it feels like, and then you can maybe gently kick, letting those left toes come off the mat. See what it feels like. And then other side. The two sides might feel completely different. Mine definitely do. All right, let's take one more kick and make your way down here. Go ahead and drop those knees, sink those hips. Let's give the shoulders a rest. Take a nice deep breath to calm the mind. We are going to go through one more flow on each side just to continue this heat that we've built in our body, and then we'll start to bring it on down. So go ahead and make your way up to tabletop, tuck the toes, lift those hips. We'll do one more set, 5 transitions into high plank with a tricep push-up. Here we go. Shift forward, push up, shift back, forward, push up, and back. Find your breath. Inhale, push up, and back. Drop those knees if you need to. Forward, push up, and back. And last one, push up, and back. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, step or float. Oh, my arms are tired. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, dive up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Place the palms, step or float. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, exhale. Downward dog. Right leg, warrior 1. Step the foot in between the hands. Arms come up. Let's take a bowing warrior. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale, open through the chest. Exhale, fold to that right inner thigh. Stay deep into that right knee, into that lunge. For 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and pull the chest up. Release those arms. Back to warrior 1, and we'll open warrior 2, reverse warrior. Cartwheel the hands to the mat. Step the right foot back. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe. Last side, left leg, warrior 1. Arms come up. Bowing warrior. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, fold. Now this should feel good. Our body's nice and warm, and we're releasing our muscles into this pose. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Chest comes up, arms come up to the ears, right into warrior 2 for a reversed warrior. And cartwheel the hands, step the left foot back, and chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. All right, I'm officially done with chaturangas for today. Let's go ahead and inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, step or float forward. As you float, go ahead and make your way down to a seated position. Ab work. Starting off with our beloved boat. Lean back, knees 90-degree angle, arms reaching forward towards those feet. Finding your breath, finding your balance, finding that abdominal lock we're searching for in this pose. From here, I want you to try to extend those legs as best that you can. And we're holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees in. Give those knees a squeeze. You can let the feet release to the mat for a moment. Breathe. Let it go. And right back into it. Boat. Again, find that balance first. Find that core lock. Check the chest, shoulders back, flat back. Now this time, we're going to try taking our peace fingers around each big toe and then extending the legs. So this plays a little bit more with balance. If you'd like to try opening the legs to a wide angle, you can. And then maybe return back to center while keeping that balance. Now here's going to be the tricky part. Try to keep your legs right where they are, but release the hands, holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Go ahead and roll down onto the back. We'll take our bridge pose. Knees stacked over the ankles, palms next to the sides. As soon as you're ready, ground to the feet. Send those hips up high. Shoulders come underneath the back. And we'll take 3 deep belly breaths here. Keep sending those hips higher. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the hips. Inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and roll down the spine vertebrae by vertebrae. Let that first set go. Second set, we're going to add on. So as soon as you're ready, ground through the feet and send those hips up. Find where you left off from the first set. This time, if you'd like to grab the edges of the mat, we're going to send the right leg up. We're going to pulse here, sending that foot towards the ceiling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Other leg goes up and pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the leg. Now send those hips up high as you can. One more belly breath. And then roll along down vertebrae by vertebrae. One inhale, exhale here at the bottom. This third and final set of bridge, you can take a wheel if that's in your practice, or just do another set of bridge and add on any of those leg extensions. Maybe rise up onto the tippy toes, lift the heels off the mat, whatever's calling out to you here. This is our final set. So when you're ready, come on up. Bridge or wheel. If you're in wheel, you can even send one leg up and the other leg. And we have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very carefully make your way down and make your way to Supta Baddha Konasana, recline bound angle, just to let that back and heart rest for a moment. Coming down to the last portion of class. We'll do about 5 more minutes of some strength, and then we'll move into stretching. Let's go ahead and bring those knees together, send the legs up high. What we're going to do is make our way into shoulder stand, or stay here in just simple inversion. If you are going into shoulder stand, roll yourself up and do it carefully, controlled. Legs up. We have about 5 breaths total, so not a super long time here, but just take advantage of the time that we are inverted. As we come down into this, we're going to do some spinal rolls to get us back into our boat. So if you're in simple inversion, once we start to make our way down, start to get a couple of nice rolls along the spine, getting some momentum, because we're going to make our way into boat pose, balancing right on those sits bones. Shoulder stand, come on down. Go ahead and use that momentum as you roll down the spine to bring you right into boat. Here we are. Find your full expression of boat. Knees bent or legs extended for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And roll back down the spine. Woo! Be careful as you make your way back to your inversion. One more breath here. And we're going to do the same thing. Roll down the spine, slowly, carefully. Lock it in and boat for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll down the spine, slowly, carefully, and invert. One more breath. We'll do this one more time. Go ahead and slowly come down the spine. Lock yourself into your boat for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and last inversion. Final breath. Go ahead and come down the spine, not using that momentum. Just coming to a nice flat back. Legs are straight up, simple inversion. We're going to lower those legs down slowly, slowly. Using that core, using those lower abdominal muscles. And we're going to hover right at the bottom. You should be about 2 inches above the mat. From here, core is tight, we're just going to pulse those legs. Tiny little pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send the legs back up towards the ceiling. As you lift those legs, I'm going to readjust because I realized I'm half in the camera, half not. All right, legs are up. Same thing, let's lower down. Lower, 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 nice and slow. At the bottom, we're going to crisscross those legs. Criss, cross for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Legs go back up. Nice and controlled, slower than you went to last time. Go ahead and lower down. Whew, my nose it just lower, lower, lower. Feels like you could touch the mat with those heels, but you're not. Little swimmer kicks here. Nice and low for 10, 9, quick, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift those legs up last time. Oh, and hug the knees into the chest. Give them a nice big squeeze. Deep cleansing breath. And let's go ahead and extend the left leg. Keep that right knee hugged in for wind removing. We're going to get a nice stretch here through the back of that right leg. So as soon as you're ready and prepared to move into hand to foot, hook the peace fingers around that big toe. Open up that hip. Continue to extend the leg to your degree while opening the hip to your degree. Listen to the body. Breathe into those muscles, helping them to release and restore. One more breath here. Slowly return the leg to center, soften the knee as much as you need to, and let's take a supine twist. Guide the knee across the body. Feel that nice spinal twist happening down the back. Breathe into that space. Let's return the right knee to center. Hug the knee in one last time here. Wind removing. We'll switch those legs out. Hug the left knee in. Try to see if you can touch the left shoulder with that knee. And hand to foot. When you're ready, listening to the body. Specifically listening to this side of the body. Honoring your boundaries. Breathing into the muscles, letting the mind be clear and open. And slowly making your way back to center, softening the knee, taking a supine twist, guide the knee across the body. Feel that nice spinal twist on this side. A couple of deep breaths here. And returning back through center. Go and hug the knee in one more time. Let's invite both knees in. We're going to rock ourselves up to a seated position. One more time, so a couple rock and rolls here along the spine, getting enough momentum to bring you on up. We are going to take a double pigeon. So that simply means, it's not simple at all actually, but basically we're going to stack our legs on top of one another. So just go to your degree. I physically don't have the flexibility to stack perfectly as the pose would suggest. So I kind of modify and I do more of like a cross-legged sort of seated position. But regardless of wherever you are flexibility wise, you're gonna feel this nice deep stretch in that hip. So whatever leg is on the bottom, you're gonna feel the stretch in the opposite hip. So just take a moment here, feel it out, settle in, take a deep breath. There should be absolutely no pain, just a nice deep stretch. If you'd like to deepen, walk the hands in front of the legs, walk them forward. You're going to start to deepen immediately, so back off if you need to. We'll just take one more super deep breath here. Inhale, full exhale. Breathe right into that hip where you're feeling the stretch. Slowly come on out of it, and we're going to switch out the legs. So whatever leg you have on the bottom, go ahead and switch it so the other leg's on the bottom. Maybe take notice of how the two sides feel. Take a breath to settle in. And then if you'd like to deepen, walk those hands forward slowly. And one more inhale, exhale as deep as you can into that hip. And slowly reversing. If you're comfortable, you can just stay right here in the seated position. If you need to come out of it, just come to a cross-legged position. We're going to close our practice right here today. Inhale those arms up, palms come to the heart center, and namaste.